Before we get to that, let's go to our interview with Michigan safeties coach, Curt Mallory. Sam Webb here, a special edition of the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, online at WTK.com, with Michigan defensive backs coach, safeties coach, Curt Mallory. So, Mal, first of all, how you doing, man?
Doing great. All
right, so from a coaching perspective, kind of explain to us, and more importantly, the fans, about how helpful the delineation is. You at safeties and Roy at corners. How does that help you? How does that help the defense?
Well, it's been a great move. Number one, we're able to get great concentration on each individual position, and Roy's an outstanding coach who's got a great rapport with the kids and our players, and it's just been a great transition. Now you can really hone in on maybe some techniques that maybe are a little bit different from one position to the other, safety to corner, and the improvements really shown this spring, and it's been a great transition.
Yeah, safeties are like the quarterback of the defense. They have a lot of responsibility, so I imagine being able to specialize with them maybe allows you guys to be a little more flexible at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Real pleased with the way some of the guys have come and have tried to take charge back there, like you said, being the quarterback of the defense, the guy that stood out this spring doing that, and what we're asking for, and resembles a lot what we had a couple of years ago with Jordan Kovacs is Jared Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's talk about Jared, a guy who's played a lot of. It's amazing that how long you feel like he just got here yesterday, but he's played a lot of football, a couple of seasons now for you guys. So how's that kind of translated to on the field for him this spring?
Well, he is the most experienced guy coming back. Of course, joined us 2.5 years ago, enrolling early. And so he does seem like he's been around a while, although he still has 2 more years of eligibility. But has really taken that role and has really thrived on it. You're hearing him out there. He's playing with confidence and things you would expect as a veteran. So I've been real pleased with the way he's progressed through spring, and I just feel really good about in the direction he's going, and that he'll continue to make progress throughout the summer and into next fall.
Now, with the other guys at the position, you have great talent but not great experience. Mm-hmm. So kids that are very athletic but haven't played a lot for you. Let's talk about what you've seen from them in what is a very important spring, for obvious reasons, with those guys, starting with DeMonte Thomas. How has DeMonte kind of progressed for you guys?
Sure. All 3 of them. I'll talk to you about the group first. All 3 of them do have talent. All 3 have shown great signs. But right now, we're looking for someone to kind of push away from the pack, and they all do good things, and then there's some things that we just need a little bit more consistency out of. DeMonte, what he brings to the table, brings a lot of energy. He goes a million miles an hour, loves to play the game. He's always upbeat, loves football, fun to coach, and he's just got although that's a positive, I'd rather be able to pull him back than to push him up. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of holding him back and getting him under control and being a little bit more relaxed at times. But he's shown some great signs and has had a good spring, but we just got to get him to be more consistent.
All right, so you mentioned the other couple of guys. I want you to go ahead. I don't want to volunteer. You go ahead and mention them. I've heard a lot about Delano, I should say, though, so why don't you start with him and then just list off the other guys.
Delano's been in the mix as well. He's been with the first team at times and has shown some great physicalness. He's got tremendous strength. He's powerful. He's got good speed, good size. And this spring has been really helpful for him as far as the repetition. And you just see him continue to grow and has shown some great signs. And, I like to think he's going to continue to progress and compete for that starting position.
All right, and then go down the line a little bit.
Okay, Jeremy Clark's another young man who's been in the program a little bit longer than the other 2. Although, you're just talking, where DeMonte and Delano have been in the program for a year and a half, where Jeremy has been and Jared have been in the program for 2 years. And Jeremy, we redshirted his first year, so he's a little behind and, had some injuries here and there, but has really progressed. And he's got great range. I mean, he's long, he can run. But again, he's shown a lot of great signs too. But you're looking for one of those three guys to emerge, and because they all do great things, but yet you want to see the consistency that you saw with Jared Wilson all through spring. If we can get just one of those guys or all three of them to come together, because we're going to need them all, and they're all going to play, and we're going to count on all of them. You're going to see everybody in the mix in that group, but you like to see one of them emerge or the whole group emerge, and hopefully they'll all make each other better, and that's what competition does.
Here with Michigan defensive backs coach Curt Mallory for a few minutes more on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, online at WTKA.com, live from spring practice. The kid you recruited, he could play corner, he could play safety. I'm wondering where you guys are playing Brandon Watson.
Brandon's been with the safeties. He's done a great job and has got a bunch of reps, and you can see he's going to be a really good player. So we're really pleased with the way he's coming. He's learning defense and has really done a good job in the off-season program too. And that's really where you noticed his work ethic. And it comes from a program that is known for great work ethic. And we've got actually two young men from Eastern Christian Academy, and they've both done an outstanding job both on and off the field.
And last but certainly not least, Coach, one of the things that Coach Madison has said a number of times as we've talked to him, he said, we're going to get after it defensively. We're going to be on the attack. Not that doesn't just mean blitzing. He also said that means being aggressive in the secondary as well. So how have you seen your guys adapt to that so far?
Well, as a defense, you just see them get excited. The D-line knowing that they're going to be aggressive and pin their ears back, and the secondary being aggressive in their coverages. And then when it's time for the secondary to blitz, you see their opportunities too. So it's been a lot of fun this spring, and I know they've all risen to the challenge.
All right, so Coach, the academy, the women's academy, the men's experience, those are coming up the first weekend in June. So tell us, or tell the fans better yet, what they can expect when they come by Curt Mallory's station.
Well, with the women's clinic, I'm going to try to stay away from backpedaling. We had a few people, and of course, Coach Hoke gets real nervous about the backpedaling part, so I've just kind of eliminated that from my drill. So you're not going to be backpedaling, but we'll do a lot of ball drills and tackling, having some fun and that type of thing. And then with the men's clinic, we'll get after it a little bit more. I expect those guys to be backpedaling up and down the field.